Hello, 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 everyone, and happy or merry Vlogmas. My name is Christy Archer of Christy Archer Designs, and this is my knitting podcast. This month, I will be doing a vlog-ish type podcast and kind of bring you into my world around this time of the year. We don't do a lot, but I will share with you what we do. And I have an extra family member in my house right now, and I am so excited to have my oldest son back home for a little while. Okay, I will get into life stuff later. You guys are mostly here for the knitting content, so welcome. If you are new here, I am so happy to have you visit with me. And if you are a returning viewer, you know how much I deeply, deeply, deeply appreciate you, each and every one of you. And hopefully, if you are visiting with me, hanging out with me, you have a project in your hands and a nice beverage. I was drinking a latte earlier, but it has gone cold, so don't know that I'll be drinking that anymore, but I do have some fun knitting to share with you. And I also have the giveaway that I'm going to be doing for the mal that my friend Lisa from Yo Yarn Girl, hi Lisa, she and I are hosting a mal, and I will pop the hashtag up here. It is a vest along, so you can make any vest you want out of any yarny with any yarny type craft you would like to make a vest with us. We are just really enjoying vests this time of year. If you're new here, I live in Southern California in the desert, and we have a little bit of chilly weather, but nothing major. And generally, for the most part, I can get away with vests and a linen shirt underneath during our colder months. I am currently wearing a tank. I'll talk about that in a minute, but it doesn't get super cold here. So, hold on. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. That came from nowhere. Anyway, so we are doing a vest along, and the hashtag is Vestival 2023 Cal. And even though it is Cal as the tag, it is actually a make along. So if you are crocheting, or if you want to weave or macrame, whatever floats your boat, as long as it is a yarny project, you can join along. And it is being hosted on Instagram with that hashtag. And Lisa also has a group over on Ravelry. I think I forgot to link that last time. I will link that again. If I forget to link the Ravelry group, either comment and let me know, or I will have Lisa tagged. You can go to her channel. I would love to have you, if you're not already, follow her on Instagram and YouTube. And so yeah, make sure you check her out, and she does have everything linked in hers. Okay, so for the Vestival, I have made 3 vests. I'll pop the pictures up of the ones that I have completed. I do have another one on my needles, and hope to get one more done before the end of the mal, which I guess I should say that it ends December 15th. So there's still time. For me, I would say plenty of time, but when it comes to a vest, they just really don't take that long. So hopefully you can still join us. The giveaway, I'm really, really, really excited. It just came together beautifully. So this is the giveaway I have for the I will draw a winner, and Lisa is drawing a winner. She may be drawing 2 winners. one on Instagram and one on her Ravelry page. I'm just drawing one from Ravelry. And you do not have to complete a vest. Just cast one on and post a picture. Ask in the picture, make sure you tag Lisa of Yo Yarn Girl and myself, Christy Archer Designs #1. My first account got hacked. Make sure you tag both of us and use the hashtag and follow us over there, and you will be entered to win. And the prize I am going to be giving away to one lucky viewer is this beautiful tartan project bag. This is a very roomy project bag. This could do a lightweight sweater. It could definitely do a vest. It could easily do like a 3 to 4 skein shawl. So it is a good size project bag. And I just thought with the holidays here, somebody could get this in time for the holidays and cast on with these 2 yarns. And you could either make socks, because this is sock yarn, or you could make a shawl, or you could make a striped vest or something. I don't know. You could have a lot of fun with this. I'm also including the stitch marker and a pair of Knitter's Pride, or if you are in a different country, it's Knit Pro, I think, but same thing. Knitter's Pride zing needles, and I talked about zing needles in the last episode, and I really do love zing needles. The cables are not my favorite, but if you dip the cables in some hot water and relax them, they're a lot easier to use. I just always coil mine back up, so I have to do it every time I use them. I need to find a way of like hanging them so they're not coiled back up. But anyway, some needles to go with that. So this is a sock size needle. It's a US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter, or yeah, 2.5 millimeter. Let's see. And it's a 32-inch, so you could do magic loop with these. Or like I said, if you want to use larger needles, you could do a shawl or something else. But I just thought this would be a fun giveaway for this time of year. And so, yeah, use the hashtag Vestival 2023 Cal over on Instagram, and you will be entered for a chance to win this. And if you think about it, make sure you let your friends know that all they have to do is cast on a vest, so there's still plenty of time to get something cast on. And follow me here, follow me on Instagram, and they too could be in the running for a prize. Okay, I think that's it on the sorry, I'm a little off today and I'm considering starting over, but that's where my brain is right now. I think I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, so that is it for all of that fun stuff. So now I'm going to jump into my finished objects. Actually, I only have one finished object, and I am so thrilled with it. I cannot wait to share it with you. So let me move my coffee. On my last podcast, I was showing a sweater that I had started, and it is the Anchor sweater by Petite Knit, and I used this yarn. This is Knit Picks This is Knit Picks Upcycle Alpaca, and it is the worsted weight. They also have a sport weight. This was the worsted, and this is colorway grass. And I just thought this would make such a fun holiday sweater without being over the top holiday. I just thought this color would be really good for the season and beyond. To make my sweater, I used 4 skeins. I bought 5, that's why I have an extra. I'm gonna make my daughter a hat out of the rest. But this was all I had left over from 4 skeins. So let me share. Now, I had done the body and 1 sleeve, and I wanted to see how much the sleeve was going to grow. So I went ahead and blocked it before I did the second sleeve. All of that to say the second sleeve hasn't been blocked yet. All ends have been woven in, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm just gonna steam the other sleeve for now, and I meant to do that before podcasting, but I forgot. So, dun, da, da, da. My anchors. And when I blocked, I did the neck opening a little aggressively, and I shaped it. This does not have any neck shaping to the sweater. The pattern has no neck shaping, and it would be kind of hard to with the texture that's up here. It could be done, but I understand why she didn't. Anyway, so I did aggressively block it such that it would come up higher in the back and a little lower in the front. And okay, I talked about this last time, but I'll quickly go over it again. And if you want to hear more details on all the modifications I did, you can watch the previous episode. But I did the cast on and everything for the second size, and all of this 1x1 rib at the top and the whole body and the sleeves and everything was supposed to be done with US 6, which I think is a 4mm, 3.5mm. That's terrible. I had noticed in some of the pictures and even from the photos in the listing that the neck opening was larger than I wanted. So I used a US 4 for the first 3 sections. Then for the last 2 sections of the 1x1 rib, I used a US 5. Then for the stockinette, I used a US 6. And I do like the way that worked out. It made this, that was another thing. I have wanted to make this sweater for a while, but I wasn't 100% sure how it was going to look on me. And I'll pop a video up here of me wearing it. It looked, for me and my body size, like this textured section was going to come down too long, and it just starts looking weird on me. So not only did it bring the neckline in, but it also brought all of this up a little bit higher, and I love where it is hitting me. On the sleeves, I did not follow the decreases in the pattern. Her sleeves are always way too long on me. So I think it was written for every 9 rounds. And I did every 6. And then I had planned on doing a 4-inch cuff, but I tried it on and it looked like it was going to be okay, especially with this having a lot of alpaca in it. I know it's going to grow. So I ended up doing a 3-inch cuff instead, and I did do tubular bind off on everything. So all of the edges do have a tubular bind off, which is my preferred bind off method. I really I really, really like that. Very seldom do I use something different. Okay, so this was the sleeve that has, sorry, this is the sleeve that has been blocked. I don't like to cover my face in case. And it is a very good length. It looks like it has a little bit of ballooning, but it doesn't. It's just that the 1x1 rib is kind of tight. And so it comes out. So it's not a fitted sleeve, but it's not a baggy sleeve either. It's just right. It's like Goldilocks. Now, I wasn't sure on the length of the body, but I figured if it ends up a little bit shorter or a little bit longer, I would be okay, because if it's shorter, I can just throw a shirt on under it. If it's longer, I can just wear it with leggings. It did end up longer. And again, I'm okay with that. So I did change the hem. In the pattern, it just calls for a standard hem all the way around, and I think it's like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch long. I did a let's see, I can't remember if it's a 2 or 2.5 inch. I think it looks like 2-inch hem. And then I did a split hem. So the split hem, I love it. It looks really good on, and again, it looks really good with leggings. I love the drape of this. It just has weight to it, which I know a lot of people are not crazy. They like the lighter weight, but for the wintertime, I think it's like a weighted blanket. You know, it just feels good. So yeah, that is my Anchors sweater, and I love it. And I may very well make me another one. Sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. That was a cough. I have been looking at some other patterns, though. I may do another round yoke sweater. I haven't done round yoke in a long time. I generally do raglan, and I really enjoyed the round yoke on that, so I may very well do another round yoke. Okay, that is it for the Anchor sweater by Petite Knit and whips. Okay, so last podcast I had my Midnight Dancer socks by Sorry Nordland, and I was making them out of hawthorn yarn, Knit Picks Hawthorn kettle dyed slate colorway. I ended up frogging it. I kind of figured I would. I wasn't happy with the fabric it was making for that particular sock. It was just a little too dense. So I cast on again this morning, and I cast on with Cascade Stroll, and it's working up much better. Cascade Stroll sock, which is an 75-25, and this is colorway Cobblestone, I'm sure. Yes. And I love the way these are working up. I haven't got very far because I did want to do one other cast on before I started podcasting, and I'm losing light, but hopefully it won't get too dark. So I have the ruffle done. And I have, oops. Started on the round and round stockinette. The first inch or so working the stockinette with this ruffle is a little bit of a challenge. The ruffle is a little bit of a challenge. I did do the changes that I did to the last one, I did to this one as well. Again, if you want to hear in more detail, you can watch that one. But basically, instead of, well, I'll just link my other video below because it is quite detailed. And I don't want to go over it again in case you were with me last time. Well worth the modifications that I made. Love it. It is so much easier. It is a little fiddly, the ruffle, but the way the modifications that I made it a lot less fiddly. And I love, 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 love the way it has turned out. Let me spread. Let's see. I just realized I never put my rings on. So that is the ruffle. And I did do a true garter ruffle. And Chalgu US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. I'm excited about these. I cannot wait to wear them, and I am going to be making them longer. I'll pop up a picture of the pattern photo, and I will also pop up a picture of what I'm wanting to achieve with them. Very, very, very excited about those. Okay, my other whip, work in progress, is the Stockholm V-neck slipover by Petite Knit. I've made these before and love it, love it, love it. And excuse me, love the way this one is working up. Don't have much. Again, I just cast on a few minutes ago, right before podcasting, just so I could show the fabric. But this is the back section. And I am losing light, but hopefully. Okay, so this is, let me grab my yarn bands. Well, I had them right here. Where'd they go? Well, I lost the yarn bands. Well, I've got one. Is that it? Nope. Okay. I've lost one of I literally just had it. Because I grabbed them, made sure I had them for this. I don't know where it went. All right, well. I am using Cascade 220 Non-Superwash Sport. I don't know if that's focusing. It is a Peruvian Highland wool, 100%, and it is in the colorway West Point Heather. I remembered it this time. And I am also using, let me just grab an extra ball of this, Lang Yarns Alpaca Super Light. And let me show you the ball band. And the color. And the colorway on this is Jean Blue. And they are slightly different, but they work beautifully together. They don't have to be an exact match. It makes a beautiful fabric. This is my ball that I'm currently working from. I couldn't find the center pull, so I had to pull a wad out. I'm sure you guys know the feeling. I'm sure it has happened to you too. And very, very, very delicately place it such that it doesn't get tangled. And so that is my other whip. Trying to get everything back in the bag. And that is that. I do have one other whip that I am working on here and there. So I will show that real quick. I have spoken about it in the past, but I have picked back up on it. The everyday cardigan that I'm working on the design of, and I'm still just calling it everyday right now. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. The name of it's going to play out. Anyway, I'm still on pause with that one because I'm still up in the air about the button band. I think though that I am going to rip out the, I currently have a, my brain's not working, the double knit button band going on it. I think I'm going to rip it out and do a 1x1 rib like the cuffs and the hem. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rip all of that out that I've done and do a 1x1 button band instead. So I'm kind of in limbo on that one. So in the meantime, all of that to say, I am back to working on my Sticks and Stones cardigan, and I'm really excited about having this one done. Trying to figure out the best way to show it. Okay. Sticks and Stones. This is one of my patterns. I will pop a picture up here from the pattern, and obviously it'll be linked below. I am doing this one out of Knit Picks Wool of the Andes non-superwash. I love non-superwash. This is once again Peruvian Highland wool, and this is in colorway, again, cobblestone. I know what I like. So I'm just working on the body right now, and we'll do the garter bottom, garter hem. I think I'm about 3 inches away from starting the garter hem. The garter hem does take a little bit because it is garter, and it is a 4-inch garter hem, so it takes a little bit, but it's mindless. I can just work on this and stare at the TV and never have to look at what I'm doing. The yarn is a breeze to work with. It's a breeze to maintain. It is easy to wear. So yeah, this really is a great project for me. It's something that I really enjoy. You can use superwash if you want. Just be careful, it does grow. I'm a big non-superwash fan. I love being able to spit splice. And I personally find that non-superwash wools are easier to de-pill than superwash wool. I think just that coating makes it a little harder to get the pill bumps off. And this really doesn't pill that bad. I've made quite a few things with Knit Picks Wool of the Andes, and I really do like it. Oh, and this is Wool of the Andes worsted. So yeah, yep. I'm excited with this and looking forward to getting this finished. I should have it finished way before Christmas. But I did decide that I am going to do a little bit of Christmas knitting. So that's a great segue right into dream knitting. Having my oldest son home for the holidays is a huge treat for me. And I had made him back in July, August, I can't remember, whenever I went to Chicago to visit him. On the plane ride back, while I was there, I had him pick out some yarn from a LYS and local yarn shop, and he picked out a yarn. So on my flight back, I made him a hat, and my husband saw it and he tried it on, and I asked him to try it on for fit. And he liked it. Then he said he wanted one. And my daughter yesterday asked for me to make her another beanie. So I think for the holidays this year, I'm going to be making 1, 2, 3 hats. And I think that's all the gift knitting I'm going to do this year, especially with it, you know, it'll be here before you know it. Yeah, hats don't take long. So that'll be that. But I do have, so I have another vest I'm wanting to finish. So I have the Stockholm vest, V-neck vest. I think my other vest is going to be the Stockholm slip over crew neck. And then 3 hats. And then I'd like to finish the 2 different cardigans. the dancer socks. Is there anything else I'm trying to finish before Christmas? And knowing me, I'm sure I'll cast something else on between here and there. But that looks like that's kind of what I'm looking at for the month of December. We'll see how that plays out, but that is it. I did want to mention, I meant to do this at the beginning of the video, but I am no longer going to do, I don't believe, unless it's just something really super, super special, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more acquisitions, sharing acquisitions. I will share yarn as I'm working up the projects, but I don't want to be that person that enables. And I know it's so easy for us to be enabled when it comes to buying yarn. So I will talk about the yarns as I work with them, but I'm not going to share acquisitions. Not that I have a lot anyway. Most of the time I don't, because I do have a stash I'd like to work through. So that's one thing. And I want to know your thoughts on these things. So if you will comment below, do you prefer to see acquisitions, or do you prefer, or do you prefer to see them, or does it not matter to you? And then the next thing is, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to say it again. I know how valuable time is to everyone, and I do this, hold on baby, I do this for the purpose of sharing my makes with you. I don't do this to make money. I just want it to be time where we can sit together and share what we're working on. And I don't have any friends that knit, so it's kind of like, you guys are my friends and I have you to share it with, and I want you guys to share your projects with me. That said, I stopped a while back doing any type of ads on my podcasts, and I hope that you guys appreciate that, and have noticed that I've done that. Because like I said, the ads can start getting annoying after a while when you've got this rhythm going and you've got this, conversation going, and then it stops and starts trying to sell you something. Again, I don't want to enable anybody. This is just a space where you can come and hang out and not feel obligated or inspired to buy things. I think we probably all have, there's a gnat, not a gnat, a mosquito got in the house. We're dealing with mosquitoes really bad right now. I don't know why. But anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I hope you guys are enjoying the no acquisitions, no commercials format. And that's it for today. I will be podcasting once a week for the month of December, and there will be a little bit of vlog stuff beginning and end. If you have a preference as to whether you see the vlog stuff at the beginning or at the end, or both, let me know. I just know I've tried the past 2 years to do true Vlogmas, and I was not successful, so I wasn't even going to set myself up for failure this year. So anyway, I will do semi-vlog, semi-podcast, and combine the two for you. And I hope you are having an amazing start to your holiday season. I hope it is filled with peace and love and family and joy working on whatever project you're working on. If you enjoyed this podcast, please take a quick second and click the thumb button, the like button, And if you are not already subscribed, I would love to have you subscribe and click the bell icon so that you are the first to know when a new podcast goes out. That's it for today, and I will see you again next week. Bye.